Hello, you're listening to Yellow King Film Boy. This is the first of a new series of videos talking about films with very dark endings. So spoiler alert. So the first movie I'm going to talk about is the film La Cabina, or in English, The Telephone Box. It's a Spanish short film, so it's not officially a movie, but so what? It's a short film by director Antonio Mercero. It's 35 minutes long. It was originally created for Spanish television. If you haven't seen this film, you have got to check it out. I highly recommend it. You can find it on YouTube to watch in its entirety. Back in 1973, La Cabina won an Emmy for Best Short Film in 1973. It's picked up a cult status over the years, but is still not that well known. The film tells the story of a man in a suit who goes to make a call in a telephone box and then can't get out. We see the public surrounding him, finding the man's situation amusing. Some people help, trying to get him out, using more powerful methods to try to extract him from the box, but to no avail. Firefighters are called, who then try to prise him from the box, but nothing works. Eventually, the phone company arrive with a truck, unbolt the telephone box with him inside, and take him away on the back of their truck. The man's sense of panic begins to build, trapped inside the telephone box as he's driven through the city and out onto the motorway. At one point, the truck stops next to another truck who has another man also stuck in a telephone box. The two men try to communicate but cannot. After many hours, the truck arrives at a massive underground warehouse where we learn the grisly fate of the man as he finds himself in a warehouse full of telephone boxes with dead, decaying people still inside them. Some of them having done themselves in by wrapping the phone line cord around their necks. Literally, nobody escapes from the box once they are in. The man sinks to the floor in desperation. It's a grim, nihilistic ending, and it's only at this point that you realize you are watching a horror film. I first saw this film when I was a kid, about 9 years old. It appeared on BBC television late at night. I didn't know what it was, where it was going, but I started to watch it. It has a dark, Kafkaesque, Hitchcockian vibe that draws you in. It captivates you, but the ending scared the bejesus out of me. What made it leave such an impact was that I didn't have a clue what I was watching. I had no prior information of the film, plus also the film was Spanish, which made it seem even more unusual to my 9-year-old sensibilities. And I'm not the only one who first experienced this film by accident. Many of the reviews of the film on IMDb describe the same situation of seeing this film late at night on television when they were young and being traumatized by the ending of it, which of course is a great thing. Anything that can have such a deep impact should be seen by anyone who wants to be really affected by great cinema. The director offers no explanation for why kidnapped middle-aged men are being abandoned in a secret underground warehouse to die trapped in telephone boxes. This film can be interpreted in a variety of ways, so it depends on what you make of it. The film can and has been interpreted as being the isolation of the individual in modern times, a rallying cry against inhumane, faceless and indifferent corporations or large entities, or the inevitability of death. Some claim the mountain cave where the people trapped in the phone box are taken to is a metaphor for the place Spanish dictator Franco made people disappear during his rule. So I guess it could be a statement on Franco-era Spain. As soon as the man is trapped in the box, nobody can hear his voice on the outside, neither can the viewer. A main character who has not any right to talk. It could be about censorship in society. When the man is on the back of the lorry, he stops next to a bunch of circus folk and a dwarf. But unlike the public at the start who found his plight amusing, they look at him with pity. They are exiled from society and they feel sorry for him because they were unwelcome people for their society and their despotic Franco regime. There's so many ways to look at this short film, but basically it's a great film with one of the greatest, darkest endings ever. What films do you think should be on the list for the darkest movie ending of all time? Let me know. Leave a comment, subscribe, press that notification button if you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, and thanks for listening. I'll see you later.